AITA ACE for no longer having a relationship with my friend after he impregnated a 16-year-old? I'll start from the beginning, because with context I could look like a hypocrite, but I can't change how I'm feeling. Back in April, my friend, 31M, went out with some workmates. A few of his teammates are graduates aged early 20s, and they ended up at a club. When my friend was 18, 23-ish, he would spend most weekends clubbing, so it's not a shock he went out. At the club, he met a girl who said she was 22. This wasn't a stretch, as they met at a club and he saw her license. Now we know it was fake. I also saw a photo of them together, and I assumed she was roughly 10 years younger considering how she looked. That night, they hooked up, and that was that. It was a one-night stand. Honestly, at this point, I had zero issues with what he did. Why would I? About a month later, the girl reached out to him on Instagram saying she was pregnant. He told the group chat and was freaking out. I tried to be supportive, and considering I'm the only other person in our friend group who has kids, he naturally turned to me. Big difference is I got married before kids and am still with my wife. So my friend met up with the girl, and that's when she told him her actual age. Her parents were there and they berated my friend. He was completely shocked. We didn't hear from him for about a week since he told us he was meeting up with the girl. When he did message the group and mention the girl's age, I immediately got a weird feeling reading that. Could be because I have 2 daughters, could be because a couple of years ago my wife and I took in my cousin, who was a few years older than the girl. I completely saw my friend in a different way. I will say this in his defense. Obviously, he didn't know her age, and the age of consent is 16 where we are, so it was 2 consenting people, but not 2 consenting adults. I know if he knew she was 16, he wouldn't have done anything, but it happened. Nonetheless, I told him not to message me for support or anything because I was not in the right headspace to help. He has the other boys and his family, and he should lean on them. Initially, the friend group did try to help, but all of the boys who had a girlfriend, fiancé, wife, slowly took my view on the situation, mainly because their partners were like me and couldn't get over the fact the girl is 16. Now my friend is going through this alone. His family are completely embarrassed by the situation. The girl he impregnated has been told not to contact him. Instead, her mom is doing the talking, and I'm sure that they're not thrilled with the situation. I personally won't see him in the same way again. I get he would need support in this, and he is feeling tremendous guilt and pressure, but if I speak, I'm not going to make the situation better.